It's 6:15 in the morning on a Saturday. Most teenagers across the world are stirring quietly in bed. Not this bunch. For the uninitiated, the requisite insect repellent is necessary. For others, it's just a way of life. They didn't have to conspire to be a part of this habitat. Here has been home for the past year, but now they camp for 4 days. A group slowly learning their craft from a man who has seen it all in the sport.
We are going to have a number of camp as a part of the selection process because we're looking to selecting different teams, not just national representation, but there are a number of age group competitions that we're looking at. And they're quite enthused about it. As you can see, we start at 5 o'clock, and I see that the Sunfly and Mosquito are not treating you guys properly, but that's what we have to endure, and it's a part of the process of the development of the sport. This camp specifically looks at the theoretical and the technical aspect of rowing. So it's not just about rowing hard, it's about rowing efficient. So that is where the first camp is about. For the upcoming season, the season starts about February, March. So each time we'll be looking at something different.
Kingston Harbour has seen better days. And if the sport of rowing is to get any traction in Jamaica, it must see better days. The stillness of Kingston City's waters in December provides opportunity for the island to host tournaments this time of the year. But that's just one big idea which is being worked on by Leon McNeil. For the young brigade, most of whom attend the Caribbean Maritime Institute, it's quite easy to be philosophical before sunrise. Nothing beats the view, and nothing beats being on water.
I like it because the water keeps you calm. Look at it, it's calm. And I like it. It helps me to forget about all the stress of school and all of that.
The young rowers don't just enjoy the view though, they are a part of it. It's enough to instigate a stakeout along the Palisadoes. A Palisadoes trip also busy with runners and cyclists, prospective travellers and fishing. However, the journey to Harbourview isn't quite a paddle downstream.
No, it's very hard, especially when coach is there. Because when he's there, it's like he wants you to do from here to Harbourview in 15 minutes and back, and then 15 minutes back again and come back again. So that's kind of like hell.
A tad more than 15 minutes you guys took today though.
Yeah, because most of us are just getting used to it. So most persons don't know how to balance the boat properly. So you know they have problems if you want to turn over. And some persons don't control the rudder. So you keep going out and coming back in. So that kind of slows you down. Instead of going in a straight line, when I go in a S, it takes a longer time to reach there. But it's a learning process for the new persons, so it just takes time.
Starting off, I went out slow and I caught up back and past them going to Harbourview. And then my chest started hurting me and I slowed down.
A little thing called lactic acid, right?
Yeah.
Can be a little bit of a pain, right?
Yeah, I think that built up in my system.
The sport may appear to be just recreational, but it has effects on the mind and body. And during this camp, the plan is to work on both. In the classroom, nutrition is taught, and special emphasis will be placed on anti-doping.
Anti-doping is important, especially with Jamaica, as we're usually a target for a lot of issues in that area. And I don't think it'll be any different for rowing because, I mean, we're expecting to be at a standard where, as a Safa Powder Usain Bolt, we'll also be being tested for doping because we intend to go there and perform.
Most of these guys have never competed internationally, and maybe their perception of anti-doping is about anabolic steroid. What we're trying to do is develop the knowledge base, and that's why we've gotten JATCO involved. We have gotten the sports psychologists, the sports nutrition, because we want them to have a first-hand experience that anti-doping is larger than just about taking performance-enhancing drugs.
So I think this camp will really help us to bring that into perspective and allow us to be more mindful of the things we take into our body and what we eat so we don't run into any issues.
And as far as all the expectations of the camp go?
I expect to have my hands back. They're awful. But I expect to learn, well, the basic stuff, which is balancing, which is my challenge, basically. I also prefer to row in the double. I don't like to row by myself. It's really terrifying. But I keep my calm. all the time. I try to because I can't swim. And I'm rowing out there in the Kingston Harbour.
But it's an anticipation, not a fear, which fills them up when they take on the unknown. Donald Oliver, CVM Sports.